Alright, what's up guys? First game here, 1665. My opponent rated is 1518. Guess I'll play d5. I'll probably play g3. Go for like a king's it. No? I'm not sure. This could end up being like a London or a collie, depending on how he plays it. What is this? I don't know what that is. I'm thoroughly confused. Knight c6, if he takes, I recapture. And I don't know, is that so bad for me? Okay, I think I see his point. If he takes and I recapture with the knight, he can play bishop to c4 and threaten knight g5. Right. But then I can just play e6. And if he plays queen to f3, I don't think it matters because my knight's on f6. So, I think that's my move. Right? I think that makes sense anyway. I don't want to waste too much time on it. Oh, I didn't even realize that it was just going to transpose into a queen's gambit, and I'm in a king's gambit declined. That's cute. I guess I could have played c6. I'm more of a semi-Slav type player. Am I totally wrong with bishop c5? I don't know. It's played for like a Tartakower type setup, but the knight is supposed to be on d7. Yeah, knight to c6 wasn't the best move because it blocks my c-pawn. It's like my natural way to play. I mean, I could probably play bishop c5, which, I mean, doesn't really threaten anything. It does cut his best development score off. And then I'll play okay, let's just go for this. He doesn't have any checks or anything, so... Oh, he's got the center fork trick. Man, I mean, I guess I have knight g4. b4, excuse me, I get the square wrong a lot. Totally forgot about that. What am I saying? No, he doesn't. It's gonna be one of those games. If this were an e-pawn opening, he would have the center fork trick, but he does not. I mean, I just have to look at knight b4 real fast. I mean, I don't think it's any good, but at the same time, I mean, what does he play though, you know? Queen check, of course, picking up the knight. I mean, not picking it up, but forcing me to retreat. So why don't I just play the obvious move and defend my center, or at least my bishop? It seems like it's a better move. I'm just not really sure how to play this. Oh, he's worried about it, so he's going to waste the tempo. Well, I really like my bishop on this diagonal, but I feel like he's going to come to d3 and trade it off. I think I'll just play bishop e7. Even though my knight really wants that square. Is there anything to DC bishop takes? I don't think so. I think I'm going to wait until he plays something along those lines. Yeah, I think it's bishop e7. Let's just stop thinking about it. I'll just play bishop e7. I could play bishop d6, I just don't know if it's a good or a bad idea to have him release attention in the center. I guess it would be easier for me to play in the center, but... Takes, queen takes, castles. I don't know, seems okay. E1, bishop back, try to play in the center. Knight there, c6. Ugh, I just have so much work to do to kind of unfurl here. Yeah, I'm thinking rook e8 and pushing the center. I mean, of course, it would leave this pawn a little weak, but I mean, what else do I have to really play? I mean, I could reroute the knight to d7 and then like play rook e8 and do like that typical type thing. Now if I play takes, then the queen takes, but I don't think I get anything after like knight a5. I don't think the light scores really offer me anything. I mean, you would have to go queen a2, I guess, but was that so great? Maybe I could switch plans here. You know, like as if I had one. Go knight to a5 after playing dc. So dc, queen takes knight a5. Right? And then he goes like queen a4. And my knight just looks stupid. Just not think about it too much. Play bishop f8. Try to play this knight to g6 and play e4. It's opening properly so far. He tricked me with the transposition there. That was fancy. Should have played knight d7 or c6 and gone into a more typical either queen's game declined or semi-Slav type deal. I typically play the semi-Slav against the queen's gambit, but I was thinking for some reason after he played c4 I was just confused. I don't know why though. It's just like a normal move. Weird. Play like a5 and a4, even though I don't like that weakens b5 very much. I mean, what's the knight doing there? Nothing really, but still, you know, it's not like I have open files. I mean, okay, so he just develops. Okay, so I have to kind of, this is like the point of the game where I have to like decide, am I going to play the king side or the queen side? Or excuse me, the center of the queen side. Like I could play knight b8, d7, c6 takes b5 anyway, right? And get into like that type of a structure. It would waste a lot of time, but he's not breaking through in the center, so... and if he tries... well, I don't know. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with him trying to break through in the center. Oh, jeez. Well, I want to free the c-pawn anyway, so this knight's going to be coming in. I didn't really consider him playing e4 here. It looks like almost dangerous. I'll have to take. b5. Okay, that's interesting. Because it forever weakens c4. Which is not what I was expecting him to play. Does knight takes b4 go anything? No. Takes. I don't think so. I mean, you know what they say. Not bad. thrust in the wing is best met by counterattacking the center, and he would have to take if I played e5 because I'm threatening e4. If he takes, I would go knight takes, and then he would just recapture with his knight. I'd go rook takes. I guess I'd be defending things decently well. Should I play e5 or not? e5 takes, knight takes, rook takes. If pawn takes, then just knight takes. The center like erupts, but I don't know if I can say that I'm better. I mean, not that I'm like playing for an advantage at this point. I don't think DC really gives me anything. I guess the only other like move I'm looking at is like 97, but I don't want him to be able to play e4 either. I'm not really sure how to make any use of that c4 square. I mean, I guess I could go like knight to d7 to b6 type of an ordeal, you know, but now I'm just kind of relinquishing the center myself. So let me just take a good look at e5 here. e5 takes, knight takes, rook takes. If he takes, I recapture. I would just recapture with the knight. And then takes, and I would have to d-file. I don't think he'd be that blundered full though. And if he plays b5, I think I'd thank him after. I'm curious. Is there like a waiting move I can do to see what he really wants to do? I mean, he can play e4, but I would play dc. And divert the queen away. Right. And then take back with the knight. No, I wouldn't do that at all. I would lose a piece. It just seems so weird to me. b4 just seems so unjustified. So unjustifiable. I don't know. I think I'm just going to break through the center and maybe these pawns will become weak. We'll see how that goes. It's only move 11, and I've wasted half of my time on the clock. I'm not really sure what else I'm supposed to do here. I always play worse when I know I'm videotaping myself, so I'll probably find a better continuation afterwards. But as of right now, I don't really see anything else. I mean, the knight on c6 is a huge bother, so at least when he takes, I'm recapturing with the knight. And if he takes with the knight first, then I'm still recapturing the knight, and he takes, and then rook takes. Alright, and the rook is undefended. I don't see any, like, massive ways for him to take advantage of that. I could always do, like, sneaky rook lifts, or, like, rook lift ideas, like springboard ideas, as long as I stay on the d-pawn, because it could be falling. I mean, I might be inviting and opening the position when I really shouldn't be, you know. It's quite possible, but I'm just kind of banking on these pawns becoming weak. Watch him play b4, then I'll play e4. And the queen goes somewhere, and then I go knight to a5. He'd have to do like queen e2, and then even that wouldn't work because I take the knight, just because I'm thinking he has to stay on the c-pawn because I have knight a5 that hits c4. And his knight would be under attack as well. He has to take it. I don't know what he's thinking about. Like, I don't know if he's considering something sneakier. Like, even if he goes knight takes, I go e4, don't I? Knight takes, I would check. Oh, what? Wasn't expecting that. I mean, I can snag that pawn. So maybe I go takes like this. Alright, there are a lot of options I have here. I can also play e4, but my center is getting undermined really quickly. If I take, and he takes, the e-file is becoming open and his bishop is becoming released. So I think I'm going to block him in, force him to a crappy square, and then just take that pawn. You know? And then try to blockade. I think that seems decent. Let me just make sure I'm not doing anything super stupid. Missing like a really interesting line. QGD. I mean, he's just hanging the c4 pawn. I don't get it. Alright, I think just out of principle, I just have to nail this bishop shut, right? He's not going anywhere. He has to move the knight, like, to a horrible square. Or there, and I play h6. And he has to go to, like, h3. I don't think he's really going... Oh, he could bounce to... I didn't think about that. Hopefully I won't give him the time. Okay. I actually don't really mind him there right now. I mean, I have to stay on this pawn, but I can play takes. Right. I mean, these guys are going to become weak. I think my queenside advantage is going to be what wins this. I need to get the bishop back into the game at some point, but I think if I take, yeah, this guy might become weak, but I am kind of threatening. I mean, I can, like, lock it up and just have a protected passer, right? So, like, why not go for that? He doesn't have tricks with this, picking up the pawn or anything like that, because, I mean, he's got just, oh, he's just taking that pawn. I just realized. So we're going pawn for pawn here. That's not as good as I thought it was. I still really want to cement the piece in there, but I don't think I can. Damn it. That wasn't good. Now he's got a lot of stuff. Scheiße. Yeah, that's not so good. Oh, God. What was I thinking? So just... I mean, I still have this passer, but what is it worth? You know, like, gosh, that was not good. If I could get in on these light squares, but it's like, how? No. Everything's covered. Man, that wasn't... I can't go 92. Not good at all. Jeez Louise. Sure. I don't know what to do now. That was bad. Collateral. I am from taking that. I mean, that's my trump now. Is that so I could go 94, which threatens nothing, and takes, and then recapture with the queen. He would move knights. Now I could go like bishop e to d6. I don't know. I don't know anymore. This just isn't good. I want to keep the position as blocked up as possible. And just his bishop as bad as possible. So I think that's the best way to do it. I hope this audio isn't desynced as well. It could be, but... And I need to move this knight. So if I go there, and he does nothing, I can come here, and then takes there, and then, I don't know, maybe be holding this. I don't know. But as of now, that's my move. Just to try to keep the position stopped up. I still think that I might be able to pull something out here with these guys over here. Oh, man, so bad. I didn't look at bishop before takes, but I don't think it gives me anything. That's a really interesting sack, though, because it does give me d3, but how does he just refute that right out? He just takes the pawn. My queen would be subject to trouble. I mean, if he takes and recaptures the queen, at least I have rook d1, and I can go knight to e5 to pop into d3. And, like, worst case scenario, I'm just playing b5 and just trying to cement the hold in that pawn. And maybe I can play rook e4 to blockade, and if he plays f3, I don't know. And he's breaking the blockade. I think it would be smart of him to not take it here. So he's just going to move out of the way. I didn't consider that for some reason. Because now I might have stuff on him, right? So if I play queen d3 and he goes knight g3, because I'd be threatening stuff like, well, yeah, rook takes. Okay, he's still got pressure here. So I've got ideas of this. Oh, he's just saying I want this pawn. Well, I can just stop that. But I might not care. In fact, I think I'm just going to hold on to this. Right? I don't see anything really bad. And he plays knight g3. I think I have f5. And nothing. He just goes back to that blockading square. Unfortunate. I wonder if I had any tactics with the fact that his knight was loose. I didn't think I did. Yeah, I guess he gets that, doesn't he? Does he threaten anything really nasty? I don't think so. It's like the thing he gets for compensation wise. It doesn't work. I almost want to just chop him off. This bishop's bad, that knight's good. You know what I mean? I'm really tempted to just take him, and then when he recaptures, depending on which way he recaptures, I can get in like that, right? If he takes like that, I get in like that. If he takes like this, then maybe I can get control of the file faster than he can. Either way, I think I want to play queen to f6 just to try to get more control over that square, so I can kind of like push it down his throat. Wait a sec. I have knight takes right now, actually. It took me forever to see it, but I actually have knight takes right now. Right? Yeah, man. That took forever to see. Knight takes, rook takes. There's no move except for there. If he goes there, then I take, and then he takes, and I get, okay. I think that's good. What am I thinking? He just takes back with the... God, I'm an idiot. Alright. Running out of time. Just playing this. Just playing that. There's still a pin. For whatever it's worth. There's a pin. Okay, it takes like that. Which will net me the square, which is pretty sweet. But he gets that diagonal. Right? So it's like sweet, but how sweet? I gotta start playing fast. Queen up, maybe? I don't know. I'm just gonna come in here. Just because it looks obvious. And try to get on that square. I don't think he has anything. I mean, at least I mean, the knight right now, I'd like to play c6. and just cement that knight there and have two knights in the center against a bogus knight. But I know that isn't going to happen. Okay, I feel like I should trade him off, just instinctually. But maybe I shouldn't just yet. Maybe I should go like this first. Or should I? Takes, queen takes, right? And then jump the knight in, and we just have like kind of like two equal knights. I think I can take that whenever I want to. I think he's coming in like this. Is he? An idea has occurred to me. But I don't think it's good. But we'll see. First of all, I guess I'll play queen f3. See if that's actually tricky. Try to get that blockader out of there. If he moves the knight, then like nothing. But I don't know. I need to get my pieces going. If he plays for that, then I think then me getting the square and having that as a target is going to be double good. I just want to be able to get on the d-file. At the end of the game, he's going to have trouble with this guy, right? Like, I think that my pass pawn is going to be helpful here. Just trying to think how much damage you can cause from d4, you know? I'm kind of glad that I haven't played c6 yet, because he'd be all over it. Maybe I should have just traded queens there and just tried to ram that pawn down his throat, you know? Just take back with the pawn. He moves and then play like just like d2 right away, even though he gets a rook in. So I don't think that would have worked. I've had that and like that, maybe. Ooh, maybe that would have been a good idea. I guess I missed it now anyway. He's a passive though. Is he gonna be dangerous? I hope he doesn't give me an easy win here and just like move the knight. That'd be a really stupid way for me to win. No, okay. I'm gonna play like this. So that if he takes, I'll just recapture. Or I could immediately bring a rook to the d file. This file. If he takes and I come in, I don't know if that actually does anything super good for me. I do dominate that file, but I get in anyway, so let's just go like this. Running out of time. Okay. We both have back rank problems. Okay, and that's how he chooses to solve his. Should I take time to solve mine? Probably. I could get rook takes, and then knight in like this. That seems kind of dangerous, actually. I mean, not really, because of stuff, but I think I'll play h6. That's a wheel. I mean, I got stuff, you know, like, you gotta be careful. Sort of. Tactics on the board. Okay, so he comes here. Overprotecting so that guy can move. So he can move. What if I do this? Bring the rook here. The idea being, if he does jump in, right, then I'll just hop my knight in here and threaten, or yeah, hop my knight in here and threaten mate, right? Which is stoppable, but still kind of obnoxious, right? Should I take with check first? I don't think so. Let's just do this. It's like, yeah, you're taking my pawn. You know, that's not actually mate, is it? It still looks really juicy, though. I feel like it would be hard to stop mate. Just doesn't seem right for some reason. Something's off. He's like doing a good job blockading. I'm making these little baby threats. Okay, which weakens this pawn, right? Do I have anything with taking? I don't think so. I think that's a decent move. I'm gonna play it quickly. Okay, so he retreats. It covers a lot of that. I don't like this. Knight takes. No. Oh, that's what's up. Even though it's not. That's not what's up. That's not what the rock's cooking. Because he has obnoxious things to do to me, which is bad, right? You don't see f4, do you? I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say, that's a pretty good move there, f4. As you have knight takes, Alright. With another pin. I'm gonna do knight takes uncovering. No, because the queen's hanging, so hold on. Queen takes a check. No. Queen h4. Takes, then nothing. So I think I have to play knight takes here and just go into a bad endgame. Or do I have like c4? Like forcing him to back up. And then all of a sudden maybe I do have threats? c4, if he just takes with the rook, then what? I don't know. I think that's what I gotta play right here. Just kind of unveiling an attack on... Oh, he just takes with the pawn. And he decides to take like that. And give me Mrs. Queenie. Oh my. That is retarded. I got lucky. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I'll take Miss Queenie and be queening shortly. Gosh, please tell me how badly I played this and correct it for me. I feel no good about this. Alrighty. I'll take the money and run. It's hard to figure out what to do now than just resign, right? I have a little bit of time on the clock now, thankfully. Going. Right. Or I should be doing that with this queen, shouldn't I? Just threatening stuff, you know? Like, I don't know if I had a faster mate there. I probably did. I don't. I'm just an idiot right now. I'm just like throwing checks at him to build up time on the clock. That's troublesome. I think he's gonna resign. He should anyway. I think it's resign time. God, snuck away with that one. God, good game. I cannot help but feel like I just got really lucky there. Trying to think, man. That transposition tricked me. I'm gonna tell him that. That opening transposition easy play knight c6. I want to go ahead and apologize to anyone who's watching if I at any point during calculations, I tend to do this, got like square names wrong. You know, like, if I meant queen to g3 checkmate, I might have said something like queen to, like, e3 or, like, b6 or, I don't know. I tend to get the 5th and the 6th rank messed up and the C and D files rank messed up when I'm, like, talking out loud for some reason. I wonder if I can just pull this over a little bit and look at the game in review real fast. Yeah, right there. Just c6 or knight to d7 is good. But he tricked me, that bastard. For some reason I thought in my head I was playing e5. I just couldn't really find a coherent plan, you know? Like, I know this is typical stuff, and like he hung that pawn, which I can't even really say won for me, you know? Maybe I should have just, I don't know what I should have done. I mean, that seems decent. I always had ideas of playing a 5, the problem is like I'd want to be able to jump to a5, so the pawn's on that square. So this is exactly why I would want to be able to play c5. But my knight's in the way. So it's just like that one mistake of developing the knight and blocking my main pawn break. Just huge pain. And then for some reason, taking here, I just completely missed that I have to play h6 first before I take the pawn. Otherwise, I'm just handing him a pawn. And that was like the second inaccuracy. Like I wouldn't even say inaccuracy. It's like the second mistake was hanging that pawn. I mean, I did get a passer, which was, I guess, kind of bad on his part. But I'd say the first mistake was knight to c6. And I'm wondering, I can't believe that I was thinking, knight takes d4 does not work. I think that was actually the right decision, to just chop that guy off. I mean, it's not like his bishop's going anywhere. Maybe he could have played something like bishop to c1 to b2. It seems like that might have been dangerous. But he just lets me check it off. Just kind of tying his knight down. I mean, still tying his knight down. And, I don't know, I'm thinking about back rank tricks. Just tricks. I mean, like, strategically, I mean, I don't know that at any point I really should have had... I mean, I guess the pass pawn adds up in my favor, but... like that, I just played instantly, didn't realize that he had this little resource, but after takes, yeah, I mean, he has to take with the, the queen. Even that loses. Wow, that was stronger than I thought. I did not even calculate that far, and that is a beautiful move. Jeez. I wish I just shut my mouth and let things play out. Rook takes. That is just a monster move. Wow. Just monstrous. Knight takes, and what does he do? I mean, I don't know. He takes the knight and goes into the endgame where I have the pass pawn? Maybe? I mean, it's going to be really hard for me to defend c7 now that I think about it. So I'd have to play, like, after queen takes. I'm sorry, I have another kid in my fraternity playing music, like, really obnoxiously loud. So I guess, like, after something like just pawn takes, right? I'm not totally sure what I do. Probably, you know, because if it takes, my point is I can't play this right away, right? And pretty soon he's going to block 8. So maybe I do something like that and just... is that even winning? I don't think so. That actually is probably losing because his king gets there faster. It's just my problem I'm seeing is he comes here, but I guess as soon as he does it, I run this pawn. So, I don't know, maybe I just, like... I don't know. I mean, if I do nothing, he brings his king to the center. That's an idea. Right? Because the king, I don't think he can get over in time. If I come down like this, and then the pawn's running. Now, if he goes like this, I get there first. Now, granted, I found that move, but in reality, like, I would not have found that freaking out with like 30 seconds left. Anyway, I don't know why. It's a Monday night, and my fraternity brothers are getting rowdy. So I'm probably just going to go and end the video here. Hopefully the audio and the video don't desync. If they do, I'll try to re-upload. But I did some tests earlier, and the video was pretty clear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. This is getting stupid. I got to go yell at one of my fraternity brothers. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you find mistakes and errors for both sides. And I'll see you guys later.